You want to sit in, Eric? Well, folks, apologize. They were supposed to start at 2 o'clock. They actually started a little bit earlier, which was one of the rules. They can start earlier, but the other rule was they have to let us know back here. And we're way in the back, so right now it's 1-0, Mr. Rob Hart. For those of you guys that don't know Rob Hart, he is the brother of Kevin Hart, the famous comedian. And Rob Hart's been putting on some travel miles. He's been going to tournaments. In fact, he was just down in North Carolina. And he's a pretty straight shooter. I want to thank Jared Arasamina, our famous jazz man, for getting the text into me. We're actually here in the booth. So we apologize. So we're on the way. It's 1-0. No, I'm good. Get yourself one if you want. Right here. Come here. Get a private pen. Okay, we're going to have Eric sit in, and he'll introduce himself when he gets here. He'll sit in for this one. We're racing to 10. I'll have to go out there and make sure that that the players do check in. It's kind of hard, really, because they don't see me. I'm like in a private room, so I can't really blame the players. Just want to test something here. Check 1, 2. Okay, there's the match that's going to be at hand down in Earl coming up shortly. Not here. It's going to be in Akron, Ohio. Well, Rob's a straight shooter, but we know this guy here is a sniper from 4 miles out. All right. We're going to set Eric. Mr. Eric Lynch himself, always around the PA area, and definitely supporting Darren Appleton 110%. Welcome aboard, Eric. How are you?
Good, and you?
Great. I mean, you know, we got a sniper here that shoots from 4 miles out, and he's playing Rob Hart, who's a straight shooter. I don't know if you know Rob.
40.
Yeah, everybody calls him 40. That's right. It's his nickname.
Yep.
Playing SVB. It's 1-0. They kind of caught us with our back turn when we started, which is allowed, but they were also supposed to check with us. But I can't blame them for not checking with us, because you know how long distance it is to walk around. You know, but I'll try to keep on top of things. Welcome aboard.
Thanks. What's the score here?
Score is right here. See that big thing up there?
Okay.
That you informed me was 1-0. Eric actually ran into the arena and checked, right?
Yeah.
So we're on top of that. I believe Shane was out. Where was he? Just snapped the tournament off.
Was that the Wyoming? I don't know.
No, somewhere out in the Middle East, wasn't it? If I'm not mistaken. He was out somewhere. Well, he's knocked everything down, like I said, out of the sun. So right now it looks like he's about to make a deposit and make this a 1-1 match. We're raising the 10. It's alternate break. The 10 ball does not count on the break. But on the other hand, during the match, if you want to take a whack at the combination, some kind of combination at the 10, and send it around the world and go in any pocket, you win.
It's wild.
It's wild.
Setup looks good.
This is kind of a light setup
Looks good.
right now, but thank you. Appreciate it. On the other table, we have Rodney Morris is going to be playing Michael Yetnick. I believe they didn't start yet. No, they didn't start yet on that match. See, this is Michael Yetnick here.
Okay.
I'm just showing Eric, and he's here. So they didn't start. They're just practicing. Michael Yetnick shoots out of Amsterdam Billiards in New York City.
Shane's break.
Unbelievable. The best 10-ball break in America, in the world possibly.
10 ball is tough.
And you know what? Another rule about this, see Shane put the 2 and the 3 ball on the corners?
Yep.
They don't have to.
Yep.
One of the rules here is they don't have to put the 2 and the 3 on the corner.
Hanger.
And like I mentioned before, these players are so used to playing 10 ball and placing the 2 and the 3 in the corners that it's just natural.
Yep.
You know, it's like muscle memory, you know.
Pretty open here.
And that's Mr. Eric Lynch right there. That's us guys. We're back here in the booth. You see the Simonis banners in the background. And let's get back to the match. Where was I? Camera 5.
5, yep.
There we go. Without my reading, I take my reading glasses off when I go on camera. I don't know. It's just I got a complex. I want to hide the fact that I'm getting old. But it's inevitable. We're all going to get there.
3 ball here. 2
Yeah.
ball. I see it now.
2
Two
ball
balls in the
hanging
pocket, yeah.
drawers, yeah. Deep shelf too. You got to be careful. Sometimes with this funny position, you know, some like that. You see how the cue ball just died.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you got to be real careful on those little shots. It looks easy. Just hit them flat and hit them with a nice speed, and you should get in position.
I was talking to Diamond Table Tech yesterday. They've been here setting up since Saturday.
Yeah, yeah.
It's a lot of work. Over
Oh, they got plenty of tables. How many?
over 200, I think.
Wow.
Shot.
Yeah, he's a straight shooter. Does he shoot up in your area a lot?
He comes up once in a while, but I think he's more north, not?
Yeah, more north, I believe.
Yeah.
But he's been doing a lot of traveling.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Ooh.
He might have let that cue ball escape just a little
He's
further
smiling.
than what he wanted it to. Let's take a look over his shoulder here. Oh, he's okay. He's got the 5.
So quiet out there.
Yeah, I like it that way.
Yep.
I really do.
Yep.
And that's the way it should be.
Mm-hmm. And I just came from the other area where they're playing in the expo itself.
Yeah.
And it's all in the open.
Yeah, I know.
It's a little different. And here,
Went right to the left hand here. Overcut.
but in here it's, a lot more professional.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, super enclosed. And if you want to come down, folks, I tell you, I advise you to come down if it's feasible and you're in the area. You're going to see your players, your favorite players from around the world. I mean, there's plenty. You got Raj Handel here. You got Torsten Holman, Toasty. I mean, you name it. It's star-studded for sure.
Yep. But on the other hand, what's nice out there is the players the amateurs that are out there playing can watch them as well.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
It's open.
And the other format that they do have in this tournament, which I found a little strange, and I'm pretty sure of the format, is when they get down to the final 8, I
Yes.
believe they said, it's a race to 13, single elimination.
Yep. Yep, I heard that too. Did you say final 16 or final 8?
I think it's the final 8.
Okay.
If I'm not mistaken.
I was just questioning that too earlier.
I find it strange because if somebody comes from the B side of the chart and gets into the final 8, and you shot jam up through the whole tournament, and you didn't lose one match yet, to go out with a single elimination, I mean, that's really turning the heat up a little bit, Just like Shane just did. Right now, Shane Van Boening leads here 2-1. Look at Shane.
Chilling.
He's just cruising, man.
Doing what he does.
That's his job, you're right. And on the other camera, Rodney Morris and Michael Yetnick have started. And we'll just flash over that way real quick, and then we'll get back to our main table.
There's Earl practicing.
Oh, he's playing his nemesis. I think he's playing Mikey Wong.
Look at the butt of Earl's cue. He was showing us earlier.
Yeah, he's all taped up.
He's ready.
And there's the rocket.
Yep. They're getting ready too.
Yeah.
There's a lag. Whew.
Yeah, it looks like Rob Hart's finally got his pack together and ready to break, so we're getting right back to this other main table here. And this is the one match we're going to start on, but we'll flash over every once in a while. And if this match should end quick, the one that we're watching, either match could end quick. With the rocket playing on the other table, that could end quick too. But if this one should end before the other one, we'll switch over to the other table.
Yep.
There will be no commentating on it unless Eric elects to sit in and keep you guys company. This way, it gives us kind of a break between sessions. We can stretch our legs.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was out watching Skyler and Derek Schwager play.
Oh, a good match.
That's where I just came from. Yep.
That's another name. We got Sky here too.
Moscone Cup.
All Moscone Cup points. Jason Shore's over in Europe for the next 3 months. He's fighting for the European points.
Wow.
Yeah. I think it's due to some kind of legalization. He is a citizen now. He's got everything as far as being a citizen of the United States, but he's got to be a citizen of the United States for so many years before he can qualify to play on the USA team, if I'm not mistaken.
Jump
shot.
cue, here we go.
To the air. Let's watch the technique. Let's watch his backhand. Little snap, right?
Look at this.
Did he get fortunate? Nope. Well, I'll tell you what, Eric, I got to thank you a lot for doing what you do. I mean, that picture that rose up again was a picture from last year of you sleeping with your hands on the computer. It was one of your memories, I guess, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's a pretty cool picture with all the stickers on the
My
back.
wife took that while I was uploading videos. I fell asleep.
Yeah, I've done it many times. As you know, I'm up all different times. Some people think I don't
Thanks.
sleep. Yeah, but
Yeah, I do it for the
appreciate
sport,
it.
just
Yeah.
like kind of like you, man.
Yeah, you do a lot.
Thanks.
Is there something that you would like to say that you're involved in or anything like that? Would like to give you a little bit of airtime, of course.
No, I'm down here with the Tap League this time.
Okay. Best amateur league in North America.
So I'll be down there hanging out with them. They have over 200 teams competing in the dream teams. And they have their singles, doubles. Yep. And this year, for the first time, they're doing live scoring. So their brackets and their scoring is all live. Yep. PoolNetStatistics.com is where that is. Yep. there's a lot of players. Whew. This place is going to be stacked.
Yeah.
And I think almost all the pro events were sold out,
Yeah.
even early.
Well, you know what? Super Billiards Expo, I would like to say in one of the lines of the Color of Money is Super Billiards Expo was back.
Yep.
It never went anywhere, but due to the, losing the old Valley Forge because they built the casino and stuff,
Mm-hmm.
it slowed down a little bit after that. It didn't slow down. It just wasn't, in my own opinion. A lot of people were like, well, it was so used to it, the old one where the action tables were downstairs and the vendors were upstairs. It was like, anytime there's change like that, people find it hard to adjust to it.
Mm-hmm.
But being here last year and being here, well, I'm here every year with the Super Billiards Expo, but I noticed a change in the amount of people, whether it's the weather, it's like 70 degrees outside or 65, whatever the case may be,
Mm-hmm.
showing up here. It's a great event to come here and watch, without a doubt,
Yep.
or participate.
And I think they had record numbers this year, too.
See, so I'm right then.
Yep.
Yeah.
I think they had record numbers in the warm-ups. I think I heard over 700 players. And then they had, I believe, close to 1,000 in the open.
I saw that. I saw it was like 738 players or something.
Yep.
So I was right then.
Yep. Doing good.
Because yesterday for the warm-up, all of a sudden, I'm in the back here. I don't see what's going on out there. But when I walked out, close, nearing 5 o'clock, the warm-up tournament started at 7. But you were allowed inside the SBE at
Yep.
5. And when I stepped out of here,
This will make it,
I was like, wow, where did everybody come from?
that makes it 2-2. Yeah, it filled up quick. And the vendors were here setting up.
Or just in case you're wondering, the scoreboard is out there for the folks.
Okay.
It's out there.
Oh, yeah, you don't have it on the screen, though.
This is yours. I want you to see the balls.
I got you.
Ready to go. I can tell you Michael Yetnick is racking the balls, so I'm not sure who won that first game in that set, but we'll try to get you an update after this match. Shane Van Boening, in any case, is about to break in rack number 5. It's alternate break format.
Wow.
He didn't want that to drop, but he's okay. He still has a shot. I think he's in a position where he can draw off the 10 to get position for the 3 into the side. Shane Van Boening, when he breaks, he plays position for that 1-ball shot. Looks like he has the angle to bump this 10 and get to the left side of the table between the 5-7 for the shot at the 3 into the right-hand side pocket. Maybe not even touch the 10. Well, he bumped the 7.
trouble.
Didn't want to do that.
This is great. I'm watching the live stream live.
This is the way I enjoy it.
This is great.
I'm in this.
I just don't have time to watch.
Sometimes, like, this is where I like to be. I like to be sort of behind the scenes. I don't want to be out in front of everybody.
Mm-hmm.
But there are streams that you have no choice, and you got to be out in front of people during for a setup. And there was a time where I actually leaned over.
Ooh.
I actually leaned over, and I was looking at a match, not looking at this monitor. And the player was standing still. And I said, gee whiz, my video froze. I get so used to looking at this that now I'm in reality looking at another match. And it's like the player, and I thought the video stopped. You get that way after a while.
It's nice. There's no distraction back here, though. It's nice, too.
Yeah, it's nice, yeah. And I said before, one of the head guys here for just about anything, electrical maintenance, he checked back. He says, if it gets a little cool, he says, I can always turn it off back here. So this is a separate unit. Wow.
Thin net.
Wow. Beautiful shot, Rob. And that's the kind of shots you're going to have to make to beat Shane. But if they're not feasible to make, you better play a duck, and you better duck real well.
And they are playing alternating break, right?
Yeah, alternating break format. A little bit of a back cut. He's going to have to control the cue ball. Just go straight up and down. Oh, he elected to use the rail. Watch out. He knew it as it came off the first rail.
That's trouble.
Yeah. Listen, anytime you give Shane Van Boening ball in hand, I don't care if there's a cluster of balls on the table, it's trouble. You're right.
So they have 8 tables in here, in the pro arena here. They have 8 tables out there also.
Right. Guys, we have no chat for this live stream, but if you want, if somebody wants to set up, you can go over to Ustream, the AZB TV channel on Ustream, and you can pop out the chat if you guys want to have a chat box and talk amongst each other. Feel free to do so. As Shane Van Boening says, I'll feel free to duck this 10 ball into the corner. It's 3-2. See if we can get a 15-second commercial in here.
I'll go check on the other match.
Sweet.
Secret weapon. It's your personal billiards trainer for your smartphone or tablet. Download it now for free and start taking your game to the next level. Checkbilliard.com, a player's secret weapon. It's your personal billiards trainer for your smartphone or tablet. Download it now for free and start taking your game to the next level.
Kind of let that run a little bit longer. Rob Hart set the break. Well, he's got a shot on the 1. The 2 ball is at the lower left-hand corner of your monitor on the table. If he can get position where he can stop the rock on the 2, the 3 ball is towards the right-hand side, and the 5 ball's to the left of the 9 ball, which is in the center of the table there. Well, that's trouble in River City, and it's spelt with a P and a double O-L, I tell you. That's a crucial mistake. Looks like he's going to try to spin it off the long rail and get back to the 3 and possibly make the hit. If he can, and he can lock up, maybe he can lock up the 8-9 or lock something else up. Might be his option here. But with ball in hand, and if you lock anything up, you know Shane's going right at it. So you got to make sure you pull a good shot. Now he's gonna try to kick off the rail and spin it back. He made a good hit. Not only made a good hit, he made the 3 ball. What a shot as the audience erupts out there in the arena. Nice shot there, Rob. Well, it was a good, fortunate roll on the 3 to kick into the 3 and pocket it, but the position I was on that 5 ball was not there. So Shane's now back in command of the table. Getting back for the 6 ball, whether he's going to go 3 rails out long, I think is going to be his shot, unless he wants to play the short side of the 6. Or just go 2 rails out long. See what he does here. Played the combination. Nice shot. I didn't even take a look at the 7 ball hanging there. That quick, giving Shane a shot on the 5 ball now puts Shane up in the lead by 2. It's 4-2 in favor of SVB. I do have the gentleman here that actually started the app that I've been showing you. And there you see it right on your screen there. Checkbilliards.com. Later on, he's going to try to get Ralph Eckert in the booth to explain more in detail how you can train and get lessons from those 2 pros. I call them the 2 Ralphs, the double R's, Ralph Eckert and Ralph Souquet. It's pretty interesting. He was showing me how the app works and how you can improve by going to the info button and plus watching videos. Now, the first 2 steps of that app are absolutely free. But to go into more advanced is you have to subscribe. And later on, we'll have Ralph Eckert in the booth to give you a little more info on exactly what it entails, because I really didn't have enough time to experience the app myself. The 1 ball into the corner is wide open. The problem here is the 2, 3, and 10 sitting down towards the rack spot is the issue here. But if he should get on the lower part of the 2 ball, he'll be okay. So you want to get below it. He's trying to get below it. He didn't get there. might have a slight window. Sometimes we hallucinate. You know, we see the shot like there's a contact point, but sometimes you see through the ball in front of it. Let's watch the hit. Good hit. And not a bad leave, but I got a feeling he's not going to like his next shot. Shane can bank this 2-ball back up table approximately where the cue, he just laid his chalk, and follow up a little bit and lock the cue ball behind the 3 or play it the opposite way. Let's see what he's doing here. He's locking it up behind the 5 or attempting to. Somebody just shook our cameras out there. It's not an earthquake and it's not you guys. Shane Van Boening just said to Rob Hart, he said, would you like a cup of coffee with that roll? It's all part of the game. He's lucky he's got a shot on the 3. But the percentages of the shot are really not that great. So you might see him play a safety here. Coming back past the 10 ball and getting up above the side pocket. Two rails back out for the 6 ball here. Or he's going to just try to drag the cue ball and hold it down here for the 6. That's what he did. The 6 ball in the upper corner. This looks like it's one-stop shopping from here, don't it? Makes it look real easy. Don't hold me to this, but I think hey, Eric Kwong in the house from Molinari. Wow, you got me a shirt. Wow, cool. Thank you, sir. 5-0. I mean 5-0. I got vendors behind me, guys. I'm sorry. 5-2. Rob's break. And the cue ball off the table, as Keith McCready used to say, man overboard. Ball in hand. Why don't you sit down over here, Eric, and we'll take a picture, you and I. My son will grab the picture. Yeah. Joe, take a picture for Eric. Come on, sit over here. Grab a headset. It appears that Shane has a slight edge at his 6 ball. He's going to really spin this cue ball to get back up for the 7, or just get by the 8 here. So we try to just get by the 8. We got some kind of news crew back here in our lounge area where we're located, actually taking pictures of us and stuff, so don't mind us. We got a photo op going on. This is a cue ball fouls only format. And if you're just joining us and signing on, I went through some of the rules, and one of the rules that's been applied here is there will be no breaks unless there's a total amount of 10 games in the bag already. So at this point, if a player wanted to take a break, and it's a 5-minute break, they wouldn't be allowed. Unless it's, of course, an emergency. Let's get that out of the way. But the rule is no break until there's a total of 10 beads on the wire. And when, wow, that's the second time Shane missed a ball in that side pocket. Well, you know what? Those diamond tables, they stand up, you know, with their reputation. You got to make sure you play the ball in the hole. You hit any part of those points, I keep saying it, it's going to spit it out. Getting back to that timeout, when one player elects to take a timeout after a total of 10 beads are up on the scoreboard, both players have to take their break. You can't just say, well, he took his break, now I'm going on mine. No, that's not going to work. So that rule is in effect also. Rob Hart faced with a hard cut shot. Nobody really likes playing this shot, but you got to be happy you're playing the money ball right now. You're trailing 5-2, and this could possibly give you a 5-3. You got to be happy. He overcut it. He overcut it. And I'll tell you what, this is not the Rob Hart I know. I streamed Rob Hart many a times. And, in fact, he always gets in touch with me and wants a copy of his match. And I know how he plays, but it's not him right now. 6-2. SVB. righty. Wow, it almost looked like the like the shaft slipped out of his hand because it was a stretch for him. You could see how the shaft deflected off the cue ball. Well, Rob got a little bit fortunate here, but, you know, it looks like he's got a slight angle just to slide the cue ball over, just a little bit, just enough to make the 8, or follow up and play the 8 in the corner. Wanted to play it in the side. He still has the shot, though, but now he's going to have to go around the 10 ball and come back up to where the 8 ball is to shoot the 9 either in the upper right-hand corner. See how he winds up, or he's going to go for the bank. I wouldn't like the bank if I got an open hole. All right. Okay, now you got to shoot that 9 in the upper right-hand corner. You hit it with great speed. Very nice speed. Seven to 2 SVB over Rob Hart. Looks like Michael Yetnick is racking on the other table with Rodney Morris. I'm not sure the score in that match, but maybe Eric could just peek through the door and happen to see the beads and give us an idea of the score. Get your Southwest from the best. Greg Antonakis is on premises. Contact Greg at ga9ball@gmail.com. American Cue Pickers. Greg Antonakis. You know, give you a little story about Shane Van Boening. I was down in New York City. There was a tournament going on. I was streaming a tournament, and Shane was in it. Shane, unlike many other players, the tournament ends for the first day, and he's there, and he's practicing on the table and just whacking balls around. And he got approached by a gentleman that we know from the city. We call him, well, actually, the gangster gave him his nickname. Calls him $16 million baby. 1 second, guys. Sorry about that, guys. They had the file marshals. They got file marshals that come through this, through the arena and throughout the whole event to make sure that everybody's safe. So they just came in and said, "Hey, what are you doing here?" Okay. One more interruption. Anyway, Shane Van Boening on the 8 ball. Oh, so I was telling you the story about Shane. Sorry, let me get back to that. There's a gentleman in the city, the Gangster gave him his nickname called $16 million Baby. He's kind of a gaff guy, you know. He'll carry like oversized cue balls around with him, and let me tell you something. He's got oversized cue balls that are probably triple the size of this one, okay? And hit a golf ball. He's got golf balls in his bag, and he gets these professional players such as Shane. He tries to get them into these. What I like to call them are locksmith shenanigans or games, whatever he kind of comes up with, where he has, you know, almost a lock. And he said he wanted to play Shane Van Boening some one pocket. And he wanted to play Shane Van Boening since Shane's a pro and he's not a pro. He said, I'll play you some one pocket 15-2. Well, guess what? Shane obliged. He just pockets that 10 ball and makes it 8-2. But anyway, Shane says, all right, you got a game. So he plays this guy 15-2 in one pocket. And they break even. So the guy wants to quit, and Shane says, no, you can't quit. He says, now they know each other, they're friends, and everybody knows him. He comes up with these gaff games, so we all joke with him. Shane says, no, you can't quit. Shane says, I'm giving you 15-1. And the guy says, I don't want to have nothing to do with you anymore. That's how strong Shane was hitting him that night. 15-1 in one pocket. And the guy, he can't shoot. I mean, you know, he's like a C player or C plus player, so to say, in the rankings. But it was just funny to watch. And, you know, for Shane to actually accommodate that match, it wasn't, you know, he wasn't making thousands. It was just, you know, like, I don't know, minimal, you know, it wasn't much. But for him just to accommodate, that was really nice to see him get up there and swing. We had an arena of chairs around the whole table, just watching that one pocket match. It was nice. And that took place at Steinway Billiards in Astoria, Queens, New York. Well, he's got a tester here. I'm going to see if we can get Alan Hopkins Sr. in the booth at one point during the tournament. He hit me with some road stories. I got here 3 days ago, and he hit me with some of his road stories. And I said, Al, not for nothing. I said, you know, you got to let people know about this, and you got to get on the air. So that's my hook, trying to get Alan Hopkins Sr. in here. But he's running around here like a chicken with his head cut off right now. He's doing all the little things, you know, straightening out the tables and whatnot. Wow, Rob scratches again. He scratched in the last game and he got punished. And sorry to say it, Rob, but it looks like you're going to be punished here. As long as the 8 ball goes by the 10 and has clearance, he's going to be in some deep trouble, and Shane will be on the hill. Well, Shane's a longer distance than he wanted to be from the 6 ball. He wanted to almost get between the 7 and the 9 ball, yeah. And the cue ball just kind of put the brakes on right there. But there's not a shot that this guy can't make on the table. I'm taking it for granted that the 8 does go in the bottom right-hand corner. If it does, you'll see Shane either drag it out 2 rails out of the top or play inside and just, oh, shoot it in the corner. Nice shot. Beautiful shot. The 8 does go. I think we're going to see Shane let his stroke out here. Whether he goes forward or elects to draw 1 rail and spin the cue ball down. He went forward. Nice shot. Shane Van Boening threatened to get it up on the hill right now. 9-2. And Rob says, nice shooting. Not too bad for a country boy, I'd say. Bringing that cue ball. I know he wanted to be a little bit wider on it, but he's right there. And this shot could be real touchy. He's playing. I think he's playing the window between the 6-8 for the 3 in the side pocket, and that 8's real huge. But not for Shane. He's got good position for the 3 in the side and the 4 in the corner. It could be lights out for Mr. Rob Hart, just not eliminating Rob Hart, but moving him over to the B side. Now Shane's out of position. Shane wanted to be sort of straight on this. But I think he can draw back and play the 5 in the same pocket. Nope, he don't like it. If he goes above it, then he's going to have to play the 5-7 combination unless we can't see the 5 goes by the 7. That's what he elected to do. You know, if I'm up 9-2, he's on the hill. You probably see him cut this 5 ball. He's going to probably take a cut at it for the corner. Some players, when they're up on the hill and they got you 9-2, they'll still elect to play you safe. I think Shane wants to get out of here as quick as possible. So we're going to see him take a shot at this 5 into the corner pocket. You might see Rob stand up as soon as this 9-ball drops and just give Shane the match on the last 10-ball. And he sits in his seat. I lied. That quick, Mr. Shane Van Boening defeats Rob Hart, who actually moves over to the B side of the chart. We're going to switch over to Rodney Morris and Michael Yetnick and let you guys enjoy that as we take a slight break on our end. We're not going to leave you in the dark, that's for sure.